Hey everyone, we're here today to talk about obesity.
Well, I'm certainly happy to be here. And most people think of losing weight and managing weight as a do-it-yourself project.
Obesity is not entirely your fault.
Someone has obesity because they're eating too much. The real question is, why are they eating too much? Because we live in this culture of grabbing bites. We're not sitting down to eat. We can fool your brain into thinking you've had a large meal when in fact you actually have had a very small meal.
Okay, so on a lighter note, we're going to bust some myths or state some facts when it comes to obesity through these questions. Are you ready? Myth or fact? Obesity is lack of willpower.
Myth.
Myth. Okay, and why is that?
The patients that I've seen in my clinic, I admire them for their willpower because these patients have been through trials and tribulations trying to get the weight off, and it's not easy to lose weight. They've done all kinds of stuff to lose their weight, which I would probably never be able to do.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of willpower to actually be living with obesity.
People with obesity never work out. Myth or fact?
That's a complete myth. I mean, I've seen marathon runners or former marathon runners or people who are running 5Ks in my clinic. And like I said, if you can move a large body across the room, you're probably an athlete.
Okay. Myth or fact? Losing weight is harder than keeping it off.
Myth.
Myth.
The real challenge is keeping it off. That's where medical treatments come in.
Yeah. So the losing weight can happen in 6 months, but it could take 6 lifetimes to keep it off.
Absolutely.
All right. Control what you eat to control your weight. Myth or fact?
It's hard to control what you eat. It's a myth because it's hard to control what you eat because your brain, the more weight you lose, the more your brain is going to make you want to eat more. And so actually your body is defending its body weight, and that's something you're going to be fighting, and most people are going to lose that fight.
The one who has a larger body in the room is definitely the unhealthier one. Myth or fact?
That's a myth.
It's a myth.
I know a lot of skinny people who are pretty sick, and I know a lot of people in large bodies who are amazingly healthy.
There you go. We're busting so many myths here. And last but not the least, obesity does not need medical treatment. Myth or absolute fact?
I think that's a myth because the absolute fact is that for the vast majority of people, you are at some point, if you really want to treat the disease of obesity, going to need medical help. And that should come from a qualified doctor.
All right. I held this paper up. I asked you multiple questions. Each one was a myth. How about before I let you go, state one fact about obesity?
One fact about obesity is once you have it and it starts affecting your health, you're going to need medical treatment to actually manage it, because otherwise you are just going to have so many complications that ultimately, it's going to really, really affect your health.
So don't sit at home and think it's going to solve itself. Don't refer to YouTube channels. Don't take unsolicited advice from friends, neighbors, people you meet in social gatherings. Get up and go meet a doctor or consult someone who has 20 years of knowledge behind him, or just listen to what we're saying.